Welcome all to Off the Cuff with Namrita and hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And I will say that sometimes we take our primary senses for granted, like vision, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. If one gets compromised, we do have a problem living our everyday life to the fullest. All of these senses are important in our daily lives, especially, I'll say, for young children who are studying and trying to find a purpose in life. Yes, as age progresses, certain senses start to diminish. Most people were scared to lose their vision as compared to other senses in an online survey I read. And today I am so happy to feature an organization which is doing wonderful work in regards to vision health and helping the underprivileged children. And that organization is called Ainak. Ainak is a Silicon Valley nonprofit organization with a mission that no child should be left behind in the classroom due to the inability of a parent or guardian to afford proper eye care. And I'm so thrilled to welcome Poonam Goyal and Sunita Verma to Off the Cuff. Welcome both.
Thank you. Thank you, Namrita,
It's
for
my
inviting us.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And a little bit about Poonam Goyal. She founded Ainak in 2018.
Yes,
Yes.
we registered it in 2000.
In 2018, and she worked for the banking industry for over 30 years. She also served on the board of the South Asian Real Estate Association. She has a graduate degree in life sciences from the University of Rajasthan, Jaipur, India. She was, and About Sunita Verma, she is the founder and CEO of Success Academy.
Correct.
And she was a research assistant in the Atmospheric Science Group at NASA Ames Research Center. She received her master's degree in chemistry from the University of Lucknow, India. She was a co-founder of Bihar Samaj USA. She actively participates in several nonprofits, both in social and healthcare nonprofits. So wonderful work, ladies. And I'll go straight away to my question as to what was your mission and vision for starting Ainak?
The mission and the vision started a long time ago when I was working in banking.
Okay.
And at that time, I was volunteering in the East San Jose schools.
Okay.
And when I would go to the school, I would be doing the activities, and I will see some of the children in the back of the class were not paying attention. They were distracted. And so what I did, because we all know that the bright students like to sit in the front.
Yes.
And children who don't want to study are usually in the back. So I brought these little ones, I think it was grade second, and I asked them to come to the front of the class and do the activity with me. And I was surprised that most of them could finish that activity that we were doing. And then I asked them, how come you were not answering when I was asking you while you were in the back of the room? And some of the children said that they could not see what was being done in the front of the classroom. And when I got home, on my way home, back home, I picked up my new set of prescription eyeglasses, and I told my husband, I mean, these old glasses don't look used yet. And I have picked up my new eyeglasses, and these children cannot see what is happening in the classroom. And that's how the idea came up. Let's start something in vision care. And right there and then, that's where that night we decided to start a non-profit, and we called it Ainak because we wanted to give credence to our heritage, which is India, and we come from the Hindi-speaking state of UP and Rajasthan. So that's why we call it Ainak, which is eyeglasses.
Amazing thought and amazing vision and a noble, way to start. And I love the name, Ainak. हम सबको चाहिए होती है, मुझे तो लगता है. पर Sunita, आप बताएं, tell us about the work that Ainak has been doing since its inception. क्या आप लोग कर रहे हैं?
Thank you, Namrita, for inviting us, and it's our privilege to be part of a great show. And since we started, we looked into the California especially, and we noticed that there is not a single organization, a non-profit, who does provide free eye exam and eyeglasses. So that is the main purpose of the annex. So we have been giving glasses, complete eye exam, and a pair of glasses, including line bifocal, if they need it. And then we basically, what happens is applications are come in, and we qualify them to make sure that they are within the guidelines of ANAC. And if they are, then we set up an appointment for them to go to an optometrist where they get their eye exam done, as well as, and after the eye exam, they go and choose the frames and the lenses, and within 10 to 15 working days, they get their new pair of the glasses. And so that makes a client very happy because they don't have to pay anything for this one. So it's totally zero cost to them, and ANAC pays for pretty much everything. So
wonderful, that's good.
So we have decided not to give out vouchers, because vouchers go in the trash, or they are hidden. They go in the drawers and they are never used. So our mission, which is no child should be left behind, we want to make sure that the parents take the child to the optometrist who have been approved by ANAC organization and a team. And when the appointment is over, ANAC makes the payment directly to the service provider.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. So like you said, you do work with school children, and California schools generally screen kids for vision and even hearing, I think. So how can kids benefit from certain programs, and how do you work with the California schools in doing that?
So we have another board member who couldn't be here with us. Her name is Vidya. Sunita and I, all three of us, do reach out to the schools. We work with the principals, we work with the school boards throughout different counties in California, and they connect us to the school nurses. The school nurses work when they do the vision testing, when the schools open or anytime the teachers ask them to. They complete the application with the parent. They email the applications to us, because most of the children communities we serve are either Spanish speaking, Vietnamese speaking, Mandarin, Cantonese, Daria, Pashtun, you name it, we work with all. So we let the nurses and the caseworkers take care of the speaking part, and once these applications are received, like Sunita said, we sit down and we want to make sure that each child who is receiving the vision care through ANAC is really the good, right recipient.
Absolutely.
So we have to make sure that the money is going to the right person for the right cause. So once that happens, we, like she said, we have optometrists all over the state. We schedule appointments and we let the parents and the caseworkers know, and they work and they send them to the optometrist in the local area. Most of the children travel 10 to 14 miles in Central Valley, but here it is very much close to the school or the place they live.
Yes, that is wonderful. And like you're saying, you reach out to different communities, and I've seen your went to myanak.org. Listeners, you must visit myanak.org and go see what they are doing, the kind of communities they are reaching, how you can donate, how you can help and join their amazing work. And they have a wonderful team I see a lot of strong team members
Very
there.
highly educated.
Yes, yeah. So you know that this young organization is doing what doing amazing work with a strong team behind them. So that's very important, to take your mission forward. Also.
Yeah, so you will see that most of the Indians, we have the love for our country,
Yes.
where we were born.
Bilkul.
But now we have been in this country longer than
Yeah.
Sunita and I were in India.
Mm.
So it is time for us to give back to the communities
Mm.
that helped us who we are.
Mm.
I will tell you, I came in 1981 with
Okay.
$11 in my purse.
Oh.
And that is all the Indian government would allow us to bring at that
I see,
time. And we have grown since then. We have seen America grow with us.
Mm.
It was a very different country. And to see children
Mm.
in the backyard of companies like Meta
Yeah.
not having access to vision care
Mhm.
was daunting for all of us. And our first recipients lived in East Palo Alto. The two children who received our first Ainak eyeglasses were living in East Palo Alto,
Yes.
very close to
Yes.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to stay here. All donated dollars stay here.
Yeah.
And we are a team of all volunteers. No one is getting paid anything. Almost all the donation goes to provide vision care to the children who are in need. And we wish them to be able to fulfill their dreams. If they want to become doctors, engineers, a nurse, or a truck driver, or like Jose Hernandez, an astronaut.
Oh wow.
He was a migrant farm worker.
Oh.
And I think there is a movie, 1,000 Miles, a Million Miles. I'll have to look up
Yeah.
the name. And
Yeah.
everyone should watch that
Yeah.
movie. So
Yeah, I'm sure there must be so many stories, that you will see when these young kids get their eyeglasses, and it must be so gratifying, right?
it is.
To see the change. But one more thing was that what are the simple ways of taking care of your vision, basically? Sometimes with now AI coming in, digital platforms coming in, kids are generally, going from books to digital. Everybody has to have an iPad or a laptop to be a student. So anything that you suggest how people can take care of their vision?
Yeah, one thing is that
After
the
that.
eye care has been, we are seeing younger and younger children coming in
Yes.
for vision care.
Uh-huh.
And it is because of the pandemic that children were not going out. They were staying inside. Sunlight has been one of the main issues
Oh,
with myopia
okay.
and other things.
Mhm.
So what I would say is children should go out, give lesser access to your iPads and iPhones. We see all the children holding their iPhones and watching, and the parents are doing their thing if you are in a park or something. Now that the weather is getting better, go outside and eat better. It is very, very important. And rest your eyes away from your laptops and iPhones, and we should instill those habits within our children as well. So,
Right.
and eat healthy.
Eat healthy.
Yeah.
I remember हमारे time में तो our parents would say, "Oh, ठंडे पानी से आंखें धो सुबह सुबह उठ के," and and eat carrots, and so that meant good nutrition. Do have a good physical, routine. I think so. It's common sense. And like they're saying, if there is, and it's also genetics, and a lot of
Genetic
is a major part. Yeah.
it is
Yeah,
because
yeah.
My recommendation to parents,
Yes.
parents or family members is what when Poonam said, echo that thing, is to reduce the screen time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so nowadays what is happening because of the technology being there and both parents are working, more than 18 hours a day,
Yes.
and they're so busy, they want their kids to be off their back, do something, so they provide them. And we have seen this even in the restaurant, they open up their iPhones and put it in front of the kids so they can eat dinner, which is not a good idea because screen time has to be reduced.
Yeah.
And I can understand technology is getting into the school, but at the same time, they need to learn how to read the books, how to write it. People are going to forget that.
Yeah.
And pretty soon down the road, 100 years from now, we probably will lose the capability of writing and reading the book and how to look into. I was tutoring a kid and I asked, look up the meaning in the dictionary, and he said, what is the dictionary? I can ask
So
Google.
sad.
And I said, you don't even know how to look up in dictionary? He says, no, we don't have any dictionary.
Wow.
So this is where we are getting into sort of a wrong side of the technology. We have to make a best out of the technology. Technology is there to help us out. Now being AI there,
Yeah.
people are forgetting to write.
Right, also. You go to
Yeah.
chat GPT,
Yes.
put the question and you...
One of my students said, I got the answer, and I said, how did you get it? And he said, oh, I put it on the chat GPT and I got the answer. I said, can you explain it to me? He said, no, I can't.
Yeah,
So this is where we have to make, and AI is good. I'm not saying it's
No,
bad.
yeah.
It's good helping the doctors in the technology
Yeah.
treatment, but human nature is to take it to extreme,
Yeah.
whatever we have available.
Yeah, and I think obviously the vision gets affected, even your memory gets affected.
Correct.
That's the thing. I have, since the smartphones came, we've forgotten how to remember numbers.
Correct.
Absolutely.
I don't even remember my family numbers.
Family numbers.
Yeah.
My husband forgot my phone number at the airport, and he called one of our friends. Go call Poonam and tell her that I'm at the airport. So AI and
So basically, is the use of the technology
Yes.
has to be in the right direction,
Right.
and that's where,
Absolutely.
as an adult, it's our role
It is.
to engage the kids. We have to find the family time to engage the
Yes.
kids and stuff like that. And if parents can realize this, probably the problem will, get better. Not solved, but
Yeah.
get better in the direction.
Yeah, and you have to utilize everything in the healthiest possible
Correct.
way, I say, because a lot of things get affected, like Sunita and Poonam are saying, and especially span of attention is getting shorter when, they read a book. Because somehow the digital print and book is very different,
Very
and
different.
the essence of it is very different. So I think lovely, lovely work. And what are your future plans and goals for Ainak?
Our future plans are that we should be all over California
Okay.
gradually. By what we wanted to do was we wanted to be in a certain part of Central Valley, but we have gone beyond that in the first quarter, which was our aim for second quarter. Vidya has done a great job in bringing almost all Central Valley counties under Ainak's umbrella, and towards the end we are looking to be in Southern California, San Bernardino and Bakersfield and all that area. We are looking to partner with optometrists so that we can bring in the students at that time. And to do all this, definitely we need our community's support with donations, and if they can volunteer to our cause, that would be wonderful. And if they have any questions, give us a call. I will just tell you a really recent story from yesterday. The optometrist, our new partners in Turlock, called me. Poonam, your little boy came in, but we couldn't do anything for him. And the reason being that optometry has become virtual. The doctors are sitting in their homes anywhere in the United States, and they are conducting vision tests for children or anybody over 8 years of age.
Okay.
So this child was exactly 8, and since we didn't want him to drive a little further, so we arranged this appointment. But since the doctor was virtual and the child didn't know how to, 8-year-old kid didn't know how to read the alphabets.
Okay.
So no exam was performed, and he was asked to leave, and the doctor very kindly, since we are a non-profit, didn't charge us.
Okay.
But now we will arrange an appointment where a physical doctor is present,
Better, I think. Yeah.
and they have pediatric machines and different ways of doing the eye exam. So we work very diligently with our little kids, and and also for children under 8 years of age, 7 and below, a physical doctor, pediatric doctor, and pediatric machines are required. So we partner with several of those doctors and send the little ones there, because the number of children who are under 7 has gone up for us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like you're saying, it's affecting eye health.
Mm.
And and you've, recent post I saw, you went to Santa Clarita and Salinas area. There's a lot of farmer community there. So reaching out to them is so important too. I
That
think.
was our first community outside
Acha.
of the Bay Area we work with.
Okay.
We had received a bigger grant from a local Saratoga credit union, and we tried to bring it into the outside of Gilroy area and all that, and that has a very high number of low income
Yes.
people, and there is a big need for vision care. And one of our doctor partners who got transferred to Gilroy, she asked me if I would like to extend free vision care to students in Monterey County.
Oh, okay.
So we ended up helping children in first we did was Salinas School District, and now we are everywhere. There are 2 locations we work in Monterey County.
Wonderful.
But I will tell you, there are Walmarts with vision centers, but there is a dire shortage of optometrists.
Oh.
The vision centers are there, but no pediatrician or optometrist there. So students from Gonzales and Kings County and all are coming to the Salinas location, and it is little bit of a drive, and with all the high gas prices, we
not easy.
possible.
Yeah, so some of the cheapest places I read to get eye exam is Walmart and Target. And, Costco, you have to be a member sometimes. You do have to be a member to use. So I think the best resources, if you need to find, go to myainak.org. They'll help you. Again, donate or join them as volunteers. They need a lot of help, spreading their work around. One quick question as we're drawing close, is that do you also work with elderly and homeless population?
Yes, we do.
Okay, you do?
Yeah.
Around.
So they usually come through their caseworkers or the homeless community. So there are organizations who help the homeless community, and they find out that there is a need. So they will approach to us because homeless people do not have a permanent address.
Yes.
So that becomes harder for us to fill out the forms or communication. They don't have any way of communicating. So if they go through the organizations where the homeless people help them, then we will definitely help them. If they don't have the medical insurance or any kind of, then we help them.
So if you are a non-profit founder, chairman, CEO, do reach out to us, because we partner with Stanford University's Medicine's non-profit organization, and also with El Camino Health. And if you have any clients who need general health care, they can go with no cost to Stanford's non-profits. One is in San Mateo County, one in Santa Clara, and for children also location, they have connected us in San Jose. So we are very, very proud of our partnership with Stanford and El Camino Health in Mountain View.
Okay, I think that is amazing to know. So listeners, you know where to go, myainak.org. Thank you so much, Poonam and Sunita, for coming on and talking about what you're doing. I wish you the very best.
Thank you, Namrita. Thank you for inviting me. It was our pleasure.
My pleasure altogether. So listeners, take care of your vision health.
Shosha is a creative Indian restaurant located in the heart of Silicon Valley. Shosha is a woman-owned business that serves traditional Indian flavors assimilated with molecular gastronomy techniques. The best Indian bar with happy hours in the Bay Area serves handcrafted drinks inspired by flavors from India with modern craft cocktails that are presented in unique ways. Shosha is a modern take on traditional Indian cuisine. We specialize in corporate luncheon, anniversary celebrations, birthday parties, and catering. Do check us out for a memorable modern Indian dining experience. Shosha is located at 141 South Murphy Avenue in Sunnyvale, California.